Before you start any project, the first thing you should be asking yourself is, do I really need to color grade? I'm going to go over some things you need to think of before you start any project that might help you decide whether you need to color grade and how you're going to color grade. So when you're deciding to color grade, first ask yourself, do you have the technical means to apply a color grade to your footage? The things I would recommend to look at is look at your camera and see, do you have the right codec that allows you to color grade? Anything like ProRes or XAVC, even though it is an MP4, is better than just a normal MP4. Bitrate's the next thing you need to look at. If you don't have the right the high enough data in your footage, then you're not going to be able to have that much flexibility to shift from colors from one hue to another, or to lift those shadows or lower those highlights in any way you want. The last thing you want to think about is, can you shoot in either a log profile or the flattest profile possible to allow for the maximum dynamic range of your camera? These aren't essentials. You really can get away with a really small color grade to your footage if you shoot in just a really neutral profile, like a neutral profile in Canon cameras, or by manipulating your own in cameras like the A6300, like I'm filming on now. Following on from my previous point, I would only shoot if I can shoot in a neutral profile, C-Log, S-Log2, S-Log3, V-Log. That'll give you a lot more space to apply a decent color grade to. If you were to apply a color grade to an EOS standard, like in Canon cameras, or a standard profile in Sony cameras, or the movie profile, then you're not really giving yourself much room to do, because that look from those profiles is already baked into the image. You can't sort of remove that look from an image once it's already been applied. So I would only start if I had the means to shoot in a very flat or log profile. The other thing to remember is, if you are shooting in a log profile, then you also need to consider lighting. That takes a lot of time to set up lighting, which will also come into your budget. So you have to know how to shoot log and able to actually get the best results from it, and then get the best results from your color grade. The next thing I'd be asking myself is, do I have the time to apply a color grade to my entire video? You can't just apply it to one image or one clip. You've got to apply it to the whole video. So think about how long your project is and how long it will actually take you to apply a color grade to everything, then correct it, then go back and look at it again and make sure it's all the same as every other clip. Other factors that might help this is, if you're doing a paid project, is that time included into your budget? Sometimes I've normally had to just shoot in a baked profile, and I've said that to my clients, because there's not enough time for this, we'll give it a look that looks like this, and I'll show them the standard profile. If they're happy with it, that's fine. Otherwise, this will be a really good chance for you to upsell, or to offer a more creative look for your client that'll either suit the tone of the project better, it'll suit the style of the project better, it'll fit the client's needs and the look they're going for a lot better. If you'd like to know how to color grade using 3 different Adobe apps, then I have a comprehensive look at 3 different apps: Lightroom, Photoshop, and Premiere Pro. It shows you how you can export these looks, so you can apply it to different videos, you can apply it to different clips, you can send that to different colorists and editors. You can have a look at the comprehensive video up above or in the link of the video below. That's all for now. Make sure you give this video a like, and if you'd like to know more about color grading, film tutorials, or anything else filmmaking, then make sure you subscribe.